Well, it's sort of like this is your life tonight, Mom, pretty much, eh?
And we've got a very special guest coming tonight. Years ago in the Coleman School, phoned your son. Well, I'm not quite sure if he lives in Carstairs or Didsbury, says Gordy. So, phones up George. Get this guy out of here. Phones up Terry. Get this guy out of here. Yeah, but Mom, we're not sure where he's going. Didsbury or Carstairs. We can't just let him off in one of those towns. We gotta know. So anyway, I'm not really quite sure what happened at the end, but maybe, did Gordy spend the night with you? I don't know the story about tarts. Oh, you brought her tarts? Oh, that was another sweet offering by Gordy. Well, anyway, I actually I phoned out and I got. Actually, this is Shane's Blow John. Give a hand for a really good story. We're going to take 5 minutes. Okay. So anyway, Charlie and Calvin are sons of Angie and Curtis Reed. Curtis has probably worked for me since before the dinosaurs. And just a wonderful family, and I would welcome them anytime that they want to come here and entertain us. So, Charlie, Calvin, hit it!
We're going to do a song that we took from the Hippie Hippie Shake and turn it into the Ollie Ollie Shake. For goodness sake, I got the Ollie Ollie Shake. I can't stand still with the Ollie Ollie Shake. I can't stop sewing with the Ollie Ollie Shake.
I think Patty already had done a toast, but I think he's probably ready to do another one. So, Patty, will you come up and make a toast?
Yeah, I already did my toast. Here, happy birthday, Mother. Here's to you, Big 80.
Next on the scope here is Courtney. If I could get Courtney Moore up here to do a toast to his most wonderful grandma.
And my most favorite. Grandma, you're the greatest of all. You've always been there. The best grandma on the block. And the only one to ever play that game I used to like to play with you all the time. Hercules. The only one that would play Hercules with me. Make my little dress, my little sword. Ready for a reunion match. So here's to Grandma, the best grandma.
Hey, Grandma. Just want to say you're like the best grandma in the world, and I gotta thank you for all the years of happy memories that we've had. I always remember we used to the drawings we used to do. We used to draw little bunny rabbits and stuff. It was fun. It's always been a great memory, and I always remember you. And you're a great grandma. I love you. So thanks, Grandma.
So a toast to Ollie. Thanks to everybody for coming out tonight. It's just wonderful to see all of Ollie's special friends and family and the little kids too. Thanks for coming out. So a toast to Ollie from the in-laws, or sometimes the outlaws. George, now I think he's under the outlaw. And from Cindy, and from Kathy, and from myself. You know, all those mother-in-law jokes, they were just never ever true, because you were just the best mother-in-law. As soon as we came to your house, you opened your heart and your home to each one of us. And you taught me about the beauty of unconditional love. Your love for our kids and all your grandkids was an absolute marvel to behold. And you saw some of those pictures tonight, that look of Grandma with the baby on her knee. You taught me about making pickles and canning peaches and pears and making apple pie. And you always knew just the right touch for each one of those jobs. Now, one time I had concocted some scheme about learning about making bread, and I wanted to tell a story about that. And whenever we need anything, we always turn to Ollie. Whether it's some sewing done or if I needed a puppet made, we always come to Mom, because she always knows just what to do. So I had to know how to make buns. So I called her up and she said, sure, come on over and we'll do that. So I appeared at the house at the appointed time, and lo and behold, there on the counter were 24 of perfectly made buns. They were all done. And I said, but Mom, I have to know how to make buns. I have to do it. So in that generous spirit, out came the bowl and the flour, and we started at it. And I wrote down her actual recipe because I really wanted to know how to make buns, and here it is. First of all, you take a blob of yeast with enough sugar to fill your palm, plus a tidge more. And I'm thinking, in my books, tidge isn't defined, but I think I can figure it out. Add a half a cup of water. That's the temperature of water that you would bath a baby in. Then set that aside until it begins to work. And I'm thinking, what does that mean, to begin to work? But in a large bowl, you know the size, add a couple of nice-sized eggs and a palm full of sugar. and about 2 pinches of salt, or however much you fancy, and about a half a cup of fat. Beat it a little bit. When the yeast is doubled, add 2½ cups of very warm water, warmer than a baby's bottle tested on your wrist, to the egg mixture. And add this to just the right amount of flour, about 2 cups, to make a sloppy batter. And I'm thinking quick with these directions. Add the yeast mixture to the flour and mince, and add more flour until it's too stiff to stir. Add more flour until the dough comes away from the edge of the bowl. Punch and knead until the dough is elastic. Turn the baby out and grease the bowl. Turn the baby back into the bowl and cover the baby with a cloth. Put the baby to bed in a warm spot, out of any drafts. Let the baby rise to double. Make perfect buns the perfect size. Let rise to double. Bake in a hot oven with just the right amount of time until they're perfectly cooked. That would be about 400 degrees for 12 minutes. And of course, with Grandma, serve with love. And so, we toast to you, mother-in-law, a woman of spontaneity, intuition, a woman who knows just the right amount and just the right temperature and how to temper it with love. To Ollie. Done yet.